oh, like there's a really bad imminent threat. Okay, like I'm feeling it. Because out of the 100 books that I want to have read this year, I have read. Good morning. Welcome to a new reading vlog. Yes, the bun is large and in charge today. I really need to do it, but I don't think I'm gonna do a whole wash day because that's like, it takes hours, and today is a busy day, so can't do that. But I think I definitely have to fix it because I need to film some videos. Lots of updates to give. Let's talk about it. So today's actually the last day of Blackathon, and I have failed my TBR. I'm trying not to be apologetic or hard on myself this month or any month because that's just not the vibe. That's not going to motivate me to read more. You know what I mean? You feel me? Okay. But I do want to apply a little bit of pressure to myself so I can still reach the reading goals that I wanted. So today's goal is to finish Akata Warrior. I am 122 pages in. I got there last night. Really like this new element she brought in. It was funny because around 90 pages in, we're learning a lot more about the world. Some creatures are being introduced. This world is so fun. I'll give you a synopsis in a second. But there was an element that was introduced that was definitely more real world issue, gang related, that I really enjoyed, because around the 90-page mark I was like, this seems very much the same vibe as the first one. Are we just gonna have another kind of magical adventure for us against a certain creature kind of vibe? But I like that it looks like we're establishing more complexity in this book when it comes to her family. So I'm very much enjoying it. So if you don't know Akata Witch, it is a trilogy. The second book is Akata Warrior, and the last one is Akata Woman, which I have and I'm hoping to read. I wanted to read them for Blackathon, but that's okay. This story is about a young girl who was born in America, but she's Nigerian. Her parents were born in Nigeria and then they moved back, and she realizes, Sunny, our protagonist, she realizes she's a leopard person, which means she has magical abilities. She's also albino, and she meets up with a couple other leopard kids because she's about 13. She's 12 in the first book, she's 13 in this book, and she's just learning all about this world that she has now been thrust into, because her parents aren't leopard people, whereas most people who have magical abilities, it's passed on through their family. So she's technically a free agent, so she has no one to teach her, so she gets a mentor. Lots of crazy stuff happens in the first book. This series is really fun because of the elements that are added to it, if that makes sense, because there's like excerpts from books that are teaching magical skills, which definitely are interesting. Like the very first chapter of this book is like, let the reader beware, and it's a whole wording about how this book has juju in it. It has so many fun elements. Definitely enjoying this. So this is the top priority, but I do want to be ridiculous as always at the beginning of the week. It's Monday, I have energy, I have a large and in charge TBR. I'm thinking this week's vlog is me trying to read all of my Blackathon TBR in a week. I think that's the vibe for this vlog. Okay, this is a large and in charge stack. We knew this going in. So is this realistic? No, not at all. But this is me talking to you, so we're being chill. We're doing chill vibes. It is not bad if I don't read all of these books. Obviously, it's a lot, and a lot of them are large and in charge. So first up, I do want to finish Akata Warrior and Akata Woman. So this is definitely top of the TBR priority, and I would be so content if I finished these two this week. Next up, I have Skin of the Sea. I just got the audiobook for it. I'm very excited. I'm surprised it's a short book, but the audiobook is still like 11 hours, which will take me about like 5.5 hours to read because I listen at 2 times speed. Next we have Redemption, which I also have the audiobook for. You'll see a matching theme. I literally only read books with audio books, and it's just my favorite way to read, is to read along, you know what I mean? I did get to page 116 when I first read this, when I got the arc, so I need to actually finish it because I really loved Ray Bear, and I'm just being a little boob, so I'm gonna try and finish this now that I have the audiobook for it. But I would be just happy with two a week. I think that's an attainable goal. Hee. God, I need to fix my hair. I got my coffee and I just finished uploading a video. I've become like a morning person recently, which is weird. I literally woke up at like 7 a.m. I never do that, so I'm very proud of myself. I'm gonna try and keep doing that on and off this week. We'll see. I have coffee, I upload a video. Now I have to probably read. That'd be smart. Okay, I got dressed and changed and like did my hair. I'm very proud. I filmed a video for Patreon finally. I think after like having COVID and being sick for so many weeks, I just hadn't been able to do like bonus content, but I am back and I'm so excited. I'll link it down below. I did a little March TBR for them just so they kind of know what I want to read. And it's a hefty stack. It was 16 books, and like I wish my months looked like that, but my months normally look like a good month is like 8 books. These last like 2 months has been more like 4, which is totally okay. Just from my personal goals, I want to push myself harder. So yeah, but I got an email, so I'm at my laptop right now. You can see little Sokka. I got a notification for self-tape. So gotta read it, gotta make sure if it's due within like the next few hours. Some self-tapes are called like rushed call, so they're trying to find someone soon. So just check and see, is this due soon? Is it not? Let's see. Okay, we're good. It's not due soon or anything crazy like that. That's good. I just got a little stressed because I feel like there's a lot that I want to do. Oh, just kidding. I have to film another main channel video, my Thursday video, because I want to be ahead. When I thought I was ahead, but I'm not. Luckily, it's only like 12:30, so we're still doing good. I just realized for myself, I need to finish the majority of my hard work before 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is when I get too tired to function. So let's go. I think I'm gonna eat, try and rejuvenate the energy. I just finished my lunch, but I realized how much work I have to do today to like finish everything that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna take doing my hair off in a sense, or at least, okay, you know what, I did my hair, I styled it, I didn't wash it, but like this is my to-do list. I don't know if you can see. So on the very top it says do hair, so I'm gonna check that off. And then I had take out trash. I took out the trash for my apartment. I cleaned up the living room area a little bit. It's still a hot mess. It still has some boxes and stuff in the living room, so I cleared out some of it. So that's 3 out of the, I don't know how many. Oh, and I filmed TBR for Patreon video. So yeah, we have some tasks done. I think the next easiest task to do is to email someone and then make a payment for an acting class. I don't know how I'm going to function without drinking so much coffee. Waking up at 7 a.m. like I did today. I didn't film at 7 a.m. because I was like dead. Literally, my morning routine of waking up at 7 a.m. is just me immediately getting out of bed and making coffee and chugging it. So that's the only reason. And then editing my vlog that I just posted today. Right now, today's the 28th, so it's the last day of Blackathon. I'm losing my mind. Okay, I'm gonna send the email, I'm gonna pay the bill, and then I'm gonna take a like maybe even just 2-hour reading break because I don't need to rush and film right now, or maybe an hour reading and an hour nap. You know what I mean? Okay, let's do this email.
But you long gone, it don't matter. Ride or die, that's been the deal. The light of your back, I disappear. But if it don't play that for me, I'm out of it, I lick my cup and tell me you're no good. I'm brushing away, the weight of you, of my shoulder. Done with my cigarette, and when all the smoke is clear, I'm brushing away the weight of you, the weight of you. Don't need
Well, hello. It's been a few days. I had a really productive like Monday through Thursday where I was like uploading videos and doing Patreon, and I did some TikTok and Instagram stuff, which I'll link below if you aren't following me, if you want like other content. But yeah, pretty intensive week of work, and then Friday I like did nothing. So today's actually Saturday and I have my coffee over here. Oh my god. And I started going back to the gym. I think I told you guys that. I am so sore. I did so many like I am a weak bean and I need to get stronger. But I have my hot cup of coffee and I'm going to get to reading. To keep this pretty simple, I think I'm just gonna aim to read 2 books today and 2 books tomorrow. We'll see how that turns out. I've told you all the books that I want to read. So yeah, we'll piece through and see what I end up actually reading. So today's goal is Akata Warrior. I am 200 pages into it, really enjoying it. I think I told you last time that I'm enjoying the non-magical element, the non-magical threat on our protagonist, Sunny, which I think makes the story more interesting when it's not always just this like mystical creature that's causing problems, but like also real world issues, which I think just makes any kind of urban fantasy just way more interesting because there's so many real world issues too. But yeah, I like that. So hopefully I can power through the next 250 pages today and pick up another book. So let's do it. Let's get some reading in. Oh, my arm is so sore from working out. Oh my god. It's a little later and I just made lunch and it's gorgeous, so I wanted to show you it. But also a little update on the reading. I am now 250 pages in and it's getting so interesting. A lot of the magical elements are just wavering and a lot's in question, and I'm kind of like learning as I go with the character, but also everyone around her is kind of like freaking out because there's this like bad thing, and it's very interesting because it's like what's gonna happen, what do we need to do. Something that's always been a part of her has left, and it's just getting crazy, and I'm excited because I feel like the first book really was exploring the world and teaching us a lot, but it wasn't as exciting until the end, and it happened very quickly when like the enemy was present and bad things were happening. It was more so at the end, whereas the beginning there was like bullying and her growing and her learning and her developing her like soccer skills and her friendships. So there was a lot of development in the first book that I still found to be interesting and entertaining, but this second book we're only like halfway through and there's so many consequences and fears and stakes that are being built. So I'm happy because I feel like then the fallout's gonna mean more, if you know what I mean. Like it actually means like, oh, like there's a really bad imminent threat. Okay, like I'm feeling it, and I'm on track to finishing in the next like 3 or so hours. So of course it's the perfect time to take a break. I'm not gonna watch a movie or anything. I'm just gonna eat my lunch, which is beautiful, so I wanted to show it to you. So I have a sliced green apple here. I have a sandwich that has like ham, salami, lettuce, bell peppers, which was a fun thing I purchased. I normally purchase like a lot of olives and pickles because I love salty food, but I also got like a jar of like bell peppers, or not bell peppers, what are they called? They're like the greenish like banana peppers, something like that. Subway has them. It's like a banana pepper. It's kind of adds some zest to my sandwiches, and it's chef's kiss. And I also have some sliced carrots and bell peppers. These are what bell peppers are called. I almost forgot. And I'm also on my 3rd cup of coffee, which is not surprising at all. So I am going to eat and yeah, chill. It's 3:30 right now, so hoping to finish Akata Warrior. I'm very much enjoying it. But yeah, I gotta go eat this delicious meal of veggies and ignore how messy everything is. It's finally happened. I finished Akata Warrior. So good. Like, the amount of stakes that were introduced in this second book is amazing. Like, honestly, really good storytelling, really compelling from all angles. Like, I really enjoyed this read. I like how there was even this comparison of the big event from the first book happens again in the second one, in the sense of like not defeating a monster, but this festival that used to be very overwhelming for the protagonist. And in the second book, she's like, you know, I've done so much more. I am not overwhelmed. Yeah, and there was a whole concept of doubling, which was really interesting. I want to hear reviews from people who like identify as they them and see how they feel about like the doubling, because it was an interesting feature, and I don't know if it's supposed to be like LGBTQ kind of, or if it's supposed to be more spiritual, or you know, it could be anything. So I definitely want to read reviews of that, because I thought it was very interesting having like two selves in one, but then for Sunny and our protagonist in particular, it was separated in a near-death situation. So highly recommend picking this up, and I'm gonna try and hammer out one more book before wrapping up this vlog, because I feel like my reading has been so sporadic and not consistent. So let me grab the next book I want to read. The next book is oh my god, I almost forgot the title of this book. Wow, just wow. Okay, Shadow Shaper. I had you guys vote between these two books, and it's so funny, I'm gonna just read both because it's taken me so long, and eventually I'll get to Akata Woman, which is somewhere, which is the third installment of the Nincity series. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I'm gonna read this. It's going to be, I think, a short read. I think the audiobook is around 3 to 4 hours. So I'm gonna tackle this next and hopefully get another book under my belt, because out of the 100 books that I want to have read this year, I have read 6. I want to read 100, yet I've only read 6, and we're on like week 9. I should be around 18. I should be well into the double digits, and I'm so behind. So gonna tackle that. I think I'm gonna have to try and do another 30 books in 30 days challenge next month. Let me know if you'd be interested. Give this video a thumbs up, because I need to catch up. I really do. Okay, actually, I just realized with Akata Warrior, it's now 7 books. I'm slowly getting there, and hopefully it'll be 8. We'll see.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter. Ride or die, that's been the deal.
Okay, y'all, I think I'm wrapping up the vlog here. I did not finish another book, but you know what? It's fine. I finished Akata Warrior. Yeah, 5 stars. Such an underrated book, honestly, in series. I'm excited. Next week, I'm definitely going to keep reading Akata Woman, the 3rd installment of the series. I don't know if it's the last. Hopefully not. And then I started Shadow Shaper. For some reason I always want to call this Shape Shadow, and I'm like, why? I'm like 50 pages into it. I really like the pacing of this. It's like literally every chapter's super short and there's something happening, and we're just trying to figure out what the F's going on. Because basically the main character's grandpa had a stroke, so he doesn't normally talk very often, but he's stable. And he just started blabbing on about how she needs to finish this mural and she needs to do these things, and someone's chasing them, and then someone was chasing her out last night. All this stuff. Classic YA teen is thrust into a new magical world where we're all learning about it, and we're just like, why are the parents being secretive? What's going on? What's the juice? You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely gonna be enjoyable. I'm gonna read this next week, and Akata Woman, and hopefully at some point I'll do like a 24-hour readathon or the 30 books in 30 day challenge in April, so I can catch up on my goal, because this now makes 7 out of 100 books that I want to read. I mean, it is March, we still have plenty of time, and I'm finding my reading rhythm right now. But that's it for the vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed to the very end, make sure to leave down this emoji so I know you are the real MVP. I also have a Patreon account if you want bonus content. It's always linked down below. And if you love reading vlogs, make sure to check out my playlist with reading vlogs and stuff. I have a bunch of reading vlogs, so definitely check that out if you want, or subscribe and like this video and all that YouTube-y stuff. I hope this video gave you a little bit more sunshine, and I will see you in the next one.